Hello everyone. Probably most of us would form as big a group as possible for a rope pulling competition, like tug-of-war. But would we as a group be as strong as the sum of strength of every puller? For sure, two persons are stronger than one. However, do you think people would pull a rope with the same strength alone and in a group of 10 people? To help us answer this question, opening some psychology books would be useful. In the 1880s, Max Ringelmann made an experiment in which he was measuring how hard men would pull a rope when they were alone and when they were part of a bigger group of pullers. Results of his experiments showed how men put less effort into the task if they were in a group than in a situation when they are alone. Almost a century later, social psychologists Latane, Williams, and Harkins gave a name to this effect: social loafing. Social loafing is the tendency of people to have worse achievement on a simple task when they do it with other people, and it is not possible to estimate their contribution. On the other hand, people show better achievement in groups when they work on harder tasks. Confusing? Let's try to explain it more. For better understanding, we have to include one more psychological term. This is social facilitation, which is the tendency of people to be more successful in a simple task, but worse in complicated tasks in front of other people when it is possible to estimate how much they are contributing to the task. From personal experience, we all know that our arousal increases when we do some task surrounded by people. For sure, your heart would beat faster if you are preparing to serve tennis on Wimbledon than in your backyard while playing tennis with your younger brother. Increased arousal helps us to make our dominant response, but makes it harder for us to give some new and not so trained response. Imagine if you have to talk in front of 5 of your friends in your native language about a great dream you had last night. It is a simple task for everyone, and all of us would be excited and very successful in it. However, if you have to talk about your dream in a Chinese learning group, the demands of the task would become bigger, and your increment would make confusion. You would not be as good in this task as you would be doing it in the privacy of your room. In the presence of other people, we are usually concerned about how will others evaluate the things we do. In that moment, our heads start to create a lot of ideas. Will they laugh at me because I will be too bad? What if they take an embarrassing photo of me and post it on social media? My team will be angry at me if I am the weakest link. One indifferentiation between social loafing and social facilitation is the possibility of estimation of a person's contribution to the task. It needs to be done in the presence of people. If it is possible to estimate personal contribution to the task, then people get concerned about evaluation, which causes distractions and increasing of arousal. Here on the scene comes social facilitation, and people would have better performance in simple tasks, such as writing their name in front of people, or solving basic mathematical operations. On the other hand, solving complicated mathematical tasks in teams, holding a speech on a new foreign language in a group, and a performance of other more complicated tasks in front of an audience can evaluate our contribution. This would be worse because high arousal is in conflict with new and not so practiced actions. And what is the situation when no one can't estimate how much we have contributed to solve the task? In this situation, there is no concern about evaluation and people are relaxed. There is no fear that they will be called out because of their weak performance. The relaxed state causes worse performance in simple tasks because of loafing, but better in complicated because we can try our not trained actions without a fear of laughing, evaluation, or embarrassment. To sum it all up at the end, important factors which direct if in performance and presence of people would be visible social loafing or social facilitation are a possibility of evaluation, arousal, and complexity of task which should be performed. So let's try to answer the question from the beginning. We can say rope pulling is a simple task. It depends who is on the other side, but in general, you just have to pull as strong as you can. Till now, we have learned that people have better performance in simple tasks if they are more aroused. If we want from them to pull more, then we have to make it possible to evaluate how strong they are pulling that rope in comparison to others from their team. In reality, on such a competition, it is not possible to find out who is pulling how strong, so pullers are more relaxed, which causes that they would probably pull less strongly than they can pull when they are alone. At the end, we don't have a recipe for forming the best rope pulling team, so sorry guys. You will just have to pull as strong as you can. However, we do hope this video is interesting and useful on some other fields of life besides rope pulling, and that you have learned something new. If you like this video presentation, you can like us or comment below if you have any questions. You can post a suggestion for a topic and we will try to make a new video presentation for the one that we and others like the most. If you still haven't subscribed, you should definitely do it because we're posting videos on everyday psychology every week. Share this video and what you've learned with friends because sharing is caring. See you next time.